Alright, Popo. You think you could beat me now? With my special form? Ah! Hey guys, what's up? MultiPSthreegamer here. Welcome back to another video. Now, today's video is going to be a little bit different. If you guys remember, a little while ago, I actually recorded a video reviewing Super's plugin for custom forms. It only had God of Destruction and Ultra Instinct at the time. Well, it's been updated. It's actually been updated for a couple weeks, I think. Actually, more than a couple weeks. But the add-ons, the custom forms add-ons, has been updated. So I figured, you know, I might as well do another review. But before I get started in this and show you guys how to do this, first and foremost, I want to say, if I hit 8,000 subs by the time this video is up, thank you guys so much for it. I greatly appreciate it. It's so cool. I never actually thought I'd hit that. I had a really bad computer to start out with, so I really didn't think I was going to get anywhere. And the fact that I have 8,000 subscribers is mind-blowing to me. So thank you so much for that. And so moving on to the rest of the video, I'm going to have everything you need down below in the description to download, but first and foremost, you're going to need Power NBT, which is on one of my tabs. Just going to find it real quick. Okay, so yeah, Power NBT. So click that. Make sure you have it downloaded. Make sure you have the latest version, which should be the top one, is I believe the one I used. And then you're going to want to download Super's custom forms. You want to make sure you have the latest download. If you guys already have it in your server, but it's not version 1.0.1, make sure you have the version 1.0.1, because otherwise it's not going to work. And then the next thing, that's my server, you're going to need is Super's Forms add-ons. So make sure you download the add-ons. And if you guys don't have Notepad++, I suggest you guys download that. I'll also have a link for that in the description. It's pretty easy, and it makes it a lot easier to use. Because that's what I use, Power MB, or not Power MB, Notepad++, and then I transfer it over to the server files. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna go scroll down the page. I was like, oh, look at me, hi guys. I'm sorry, just got a little bit carried away. Yeah, so the features for this plugin, it's fully customizable, which is really awesome. You can customize the speed, actually I don't know about the speed, the damage, the defense, and the health, and then you can make it where they can work for it, so they have to buy it. And then this is the add-on thing. To get to the add-on, you can click this, but I'll also have the link. Damage increase, defense increase, ability to dodge, regeneration. Okay, I guess regeneration. I thought it was speed, but I'm dumb. It's okay. Makes the players cannot stack with your forms and Super's forms with DVC forms. Change the hair, tail, aura, and everything. And then here's all the commands down here and permissions if you ever need them. But let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I did is I went to my server and I went into Super Forms config, which is pretty easy. So go to your plugins and then go to your Super Forms. Now, one thing I forgot to say in the beginning is this has to be on a Thermo server. At least I think that's what it has to be. And I also have his Discord link down below in the description. But as far as I know, it needs to be on a Thermo server. Just had to put that out there so if anyone gets a little bit confused. But the first thing I did is I went to Super Forms, and then I went into config, and I copied and pasted everything in here. Now, kind of a test form going on right now because I was testing it, but what you need to do is you need to go and find it where at the top it says add forms. I'm pretty sure it says false to begin with. Make sure it's set to true. So whether or not the plugin should add the default forms for UI disable if you want to add your own. So, I'm actually, oh, it says it's somewhere where you have to disable the forms, but I don't want to disable the forms right now, so give me 1 sec, I'll figure out where I have to disable the forms. Okay, regardless of not if you want to add your forms with Super's forms, I suggest that, because then you can have 2 forms on top of your forms. But just make sure it says add forms is true, and then copy all and paste it back into the Superforms config file on your server or in your server files, wherever you have it located. And And this is also where you can change all the defense and damage and whatnot for super forms. And then once you finish your forms, I believe you can change it here. But if not, you could just change it in add-ons. So go back to your server plugins, and then look for a folder called. Let me find it real quick. For a folder called. It's right under Superforms. It's called Superforms Add Forms. Click that, and then go to your own file. Click Edit, Config, or open the config, whatever you have, and then you should be looking at a window, or copy all of it, and then paste it in here, and then you should be looking at a window like this. Except you won't have this. So let me just copy this real quick. Delete that. All right, so you'll have something that says Forms. Yep. And then it should, I believe, say no defaults. And then, oh wait, no. Alright, that's that. Okay, it says something like this, but regardless. Okay, so once you copy and paste everything for super forms, add-on forms, or whatever, or add forms, and paste it into Notepad++, you're gonna see something that says like example forms and forms right here. What you're going to do is go into the example form. You're going to want to copy the first two lines. I don't know if I copied it because I heard a noise, and I did. Oh, okay. Let's copy this again. So copy, and then you're going to want to click right here and paste. Boom. Haha. Finally did it. And once you've done that, it's going to add a form. Now you're not done here, so don't go paste back in. What I usually do is I copy the entire thing then. So I'm just showing what Super told me to do, but I'm just gonna copy the entire thing because. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and paste everything again. And what you want to do is once you paste it, make sure you look through everything. Make sure this entire section is lined up. If it's not lined up, oh, it's not gonna work. So look at that. All lined up. Now it's gonna work. So now that we have this pasted, we're gonna go ahead and write out some of the forms, and we'll meet you in game for some of this stuff. But there's something I had to tell you. I forgot what it was. You know, not gonna lie, it was kind of important. Well, I guess we'll figure that out in a second. Yes, I remember. So on every line on the left side, you'll see like a number sign or whatever you want to call it, hashtag mark. You know, everyone calls it that now. I don't know why they don't call it a number sign, but I'll call it a hashtag mark / number sign. Make sure you just delete all the number signs, because if you paste it back into the config with the number signs, it ain't gonna work. So yeah, make sure you have it all deleted, and then now to start our form. So no defaults. We're gonna keep that. Oh wait, here it is. I was reading. I was like, where is this? No defaults. So we're gonna leave that at false, I think. Making it where it should have super forms, but we're gonna just go down. So formatted name. This is how you want the form to be named. So actually, let me rename this to Roger. And then we'll rename this to Roger's form. Alright, and then the color, whatever color you want the name to be formatted. Alright, I'm gonna remove this freaking thing because it doesn't look good. So we want Roger to have a nice light red. And then where you want it located in the menu. So 0 is the top left corner. You'd have to go into your game and type /s menu and actually count out where you want it. I think 12 and 14 are already taken. But yeah, so you'll have to go in your menu. So we're just gonna have it. I think it goes up to 27. So we'll keep it at 0 just for now. But like I said, you could change it to like 5 and whatnot. And then the particle. I'll also have a link down below in the description where you can change the particles. All you gotta do is read the particles webpage, and it'll tell you the name of the particle. It should not have spaces in it. If it does, it'll have like an underscore. So if you put a space in it, Like if it says fireworks spark, it's not gonna work. So make sure you paste the one that says, or that has no space or an underscore. It's pretty easy to understand. So next thing is what you want the item to be. So 351 is what the item is in the menu, and then menu item damage. I'm not exactly positive what that means, so we're gonna skip over that. I'm pretty sure 0 is fine. Upgrade the item. So once you click on it and you want your form to be upgradable, this is what the item is to upgrade your thing. Now I'm gonna leave them the same just because it doesn't really matter to me. I'm gonna change them in the future. Once I add forms on my server, I'm gonna have custom items. But yeah, so upgrade item damage. Like I don't even know what the heck that's supposed to mean. Moving on to the more important stuff besides the damage for these things. Speed. So I'm pretty sure 0.8 is the default speed. I know it's the default speed for the Ultra Instinct and God Destruction. You can also just play around with these. It's probably it won't hurt if you play around with them. You're just testing out your form. I highly recommend you actually test out the forms, or test out your speed and whatnot. Moving on to race. You'll find that in Super's Discord, the developer of the mod, he gives you all the information you need for the races. -1, I believe, is for every race. Yes, for every race. 0 is human, 1 is Saiyan, 2 is half Saiyan, 3 is Namekian, 4 is Arcosian. I believe Saiyan and half Saiyan can use the same thing, so even if you put it 1, I believe half Saiyans can use it. So if you want your form to be just specifically for one race, you can go ahead and change it, but I want my form to be for every race, just, Roger is the best. Now, next thing is if you want your forms to stack on with other forms. So if you want this to stack with any DBC form, you're going to want to set this to true, which, I want Roger to stack with every form. If you want to stack with Kaioken, Roger, you're going to stack with Kaioken. If you want to stack with Mystic, not today. Ultra Instinct, I think Roger with Ultra Instinct Eclipse is going to be a little bit too OP. So moving on to the next with after stacking. Hair color and aura color. Now, this is where we're going to meet back in game. Alright everyone, we're meeting back in game, and I have my old man here. Let me, is there a way I can see what number or what ID this is? I don't know. What's, some scissors. Some skizzers. Custom hair. Is there like a way I can see? I don't know. I figured it out. Okay, you can't copy paste. Alright, this is my old man hair and something else. So we're going to go into comment and reset. Start anew. Alright, we're a little old multi again. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to be a Saiyan. I can see custom hair. Let's, we're just going to go with hair number 1. Hair color, please change. Thank you. Alright, we're a young adult again. Custom skin. Actually, you know what? We're going to be half Saiyan, so we can change the hair color. What hair color do I want for this form? What color should Roger be? What color have we not seen in anything that I can remember? For sure we've seen this color, but I'm going to do it because, actually, we're not going to do orange. I kind of want to go with Roger as a green color here. Kind of like Broly. And then I don't think the rest matters except for the aura. And then what color do you want your aura? So let's go ahead. We're going to have a pink aura. Oh yes, this is going to be sexy. Alright, so here's what you're going to want to do. You got your hair color right now. So we're going to do /supers forms. Oh, someone joined the server. I didn't even realize that. Granted, I've kind of just been AFK. So super forms. Get hair color. And then your name. So my hair color is 08T3Q. And then what we're going to want to do next is do aura color. And then we now have the aura color and the hair color. Just to show you this aura. Set deck. Because probably looks cooler than deck. Alright, so that's our aura. Alright, now that we have all that set out, let's go back into Notepad. Okay, we're back in the notepad, and like I showed you in the game, our hair color and our color. So our hair color, if you want to remember, is, type it in here, is 0, 8, lowercase t, 3, capital Q. That is our hair color. Now our aura color, we want to type here. So it's 1, 3, 3, 9, 3, 5, 9, 8. That is our aura color. So boom, got that done. Now, next thing is if you want to have the form viable. So I want to have the form viable, but I don't want people to buy Roger, because Roger is special to me. So we're going to leave it false, but if you set it to true, what you're going to want to do, I believe, is if it's true, once you're done and you restart your server and you've pasted the new config in, you want to go back to make sure you have a new version of the Superforms config, and it will show you Roger's form. And it won't show you now, but it will show you where it is. Where's form damage? I don't need form damage. Form cost. Here it is. So it will show you how much the form costs, and then you can just change how much the form will cost. Right now this is my test form, but it will say Roger if I updated it, and then you can change how much people can buy it for, and then this is, yeah, you can change it later once you're done with damage multipliers and whatnot. So we're gonna want to have viable just for now. Next thing, default damage. Now I believe, well, that's default damage for this. I'm gonna make sure I read this. Alright. So I believe you can I would just recommend you mess around with all the default damages, because I'm pretty sure what the default damage multiplier does is after you set the default damage for the form, so how much it does just at normal levels, you'll be able to set the multiplier. So say I set this to 10 damage, so I do 10 damage per hit on top of, I believe, your normal damage in game. So yeah, you can mess around with that. I have to mess around with that. I'm not going to do that just at the moment. But yes, you can mess around with that, and you can set your form damage to whatever. And then you're going to want to set your multipliers. So I'm looking back at the multipliers for the other forms, and it seems to be pretty high for them. So, like I said, you can just mess around with all those, because it's obviously important. But we'll set it to 10. Wait, what is that? Oh, that's that. Something higher. Let me 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, this is regen. I'm stupid. All right, we'll just copy and paste this. So this is regen. Obviously, how much your form regens. Okay, hold on. Just because I feel like if I copy and paste that, it would screw up. So let me type it all over again. 30. All right, so we'll go to level 3. Damage defense. How much defense you want to take for the, or how much you want the defense to be. So they seem to have it pretty low. So if you guys want your form not to be super OP with defense, I guess let's leave it at 10, 20, and 30. Because why not? I don't see any of these going above 1. So, like I said, play around with it. It's probably super important. Default cost, how much you want your form to cost. So you can change this here. So I want my first form to be, I don't know what that, I think that's 100,000. Yeah, 100,000 super form TP. The next form level to be 200,000. And then the next one be 300,000. So we'll go with that. Default dodge chance. I have not messed with this. You can mess with this if you want. I'm going to leave it alone for right now. But if you want your form to be dodgeable, mess around with it all you want. So now that we have this finished, let's go ahead and copy and paste this back into my server files. Just, I'm going to open up. Oh, there it is. Open up my thingy. And let's see. Like I said here, this is my test form. I regret to copy and paste this, but it's okay. So we're gonna go ahead and copy this all. Oops, copy the things that we just did, and go back to here. And this is my default form. And then, so see, this has all the hashtag marks. Leave that alone, and this doesn't. So we're gonna go ahead and copy all of this, delete it, and paste the new one in, and then boom, we got Roger's form in here. So it should all be set up, and we're gonna go ahead, save it, and we'll be right back in game. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we are back in game, guys. Let me go ahead and make a new character again and start anew. And the reason I'm doing this is so that I can have it just normal. Alright, let's change this. I physically can't click this. Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah, that's why. I changed it to key. Now, we'll make that black, and boom. So we should all be black. Our hair and our aura. There we go. Goku black. Just kidding. So once we've done this, we can go ahead and type /s menu, and boom. Rogers forms on top of the God of Destruction and Ultra Instinct. Rogers form. So now that we can buy it, level 1 costs 100,000. Do not have level 2, and then so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and buy. I don't have enough. Okay, well I don't have enough super form TP, so I'm gonna go ahead and do /supers forms. I'm not gonna give myself TP, but I'm gonna set my form. So set form. What did I? Rogers form, I think it's just called. 3 and MultiPSthreegamer. Ah, frick. Okay, what did I name it again? Maybe it's just Roger. Oh yeah, it's just Roger. Alright, so now I have level 3 of Roger's form. So, level 3. What's up, Mr. Popo? Maggot. Oh man, I didn't try to punch you. We have normal defense right now, or normal stuff, because we're nubs. We're gonna go to not skills. No, we don't have to be in that menu. Stop going to that menu. /s menu. And we're gonna click on this and see. Already purchased. All right, cool. Select form, and then Roger's form. You have now selected Roger's form. So let's see. Let's make sure it works. And we transform into it, and we got our nice pink aura with our green hair and green tail. Granted, yes, the particles are my Ultra Instinct particles, and because that's what I have it set to. You can go around in your config and on the particles and look through it. You can also make your own particles. Right now, I'm just gonna have these particles because why not? And I think that's about it. I think I'm gonna do suggestions on the plugin. What could possibly be changed and be added? In my opinion, I don't know if this is possible, but if it's possible to make it where that you can add 2 sets of aura colors. So if that doesn't make any sense, I'll give an example. So you can have 1 blue set and 1 yellow set combined together. So like if you want to do Super Saiyan Rage for Trunks, because you know how he had like the inner blue aura, I think it was, yeah, inner blue aura, and the outside was yellow. If that's possible, I think that it'd be really cool if you can have it where you can set it to where it allows you to do 2 particles, so you can do true or false, multiple, or not particles, multiple auras. And then if it's true, you can have 2 sets of auras. So like Roger's form can combine with Kaioken. So let me do /dbc skill give level Kaioken 5. So let's enable it. So let's go ahead and transform for power up. Oh, okay. I kind of expected that not to work. Let me try Super Saiyan Blue. Oh, I can type. It's okay. this actually. Are we able to transform into god form? I don't know. Oh, dang it. Okay, let's try this one. Pretty sure we need super form. Or not super form. Yeah, super form. Holy mind. Okay, whatever. I'll just explain it. I'm not going through all this. But yeah, so if it can combine, that'd be pretty cool. So people can have like multiple aura colors. I think that'd be really cool. On top of the particles. And maybe if you could set it to where certain forms is true to have particles or not. Although it might be already a thing where you can choose to have your special form not have particles and just have the aura and the hair. But if not, that should be a thing. If you can make it where there's no particles with your custom form and it's just the aura and color or the hair color, please let me know because I don't know how to do that. But if not, that's totally added. I'm kind of expecting Super to possibly comment on this video and everything I did and call me an idiot. I mean, what? I'm just kidding. Yeah, don't be mean to me. I'm just kidding. Well, actually, I'm not. But I think that's about going to wrap it up for the video. I don't know if I have any other suggestions at the moment. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave it down in the description. If you guys want to join his Discord and ask questions, I'll also leave that down in the description. And yeah, it's going to be really cool. I know people were talking about Super should add custom races. I don't know if you can do that with plugins. And since, if you guys don't already know, the mod is being continued by Jin's brother. I forgot his name. I think it's Benjamin. I'm not positive. Wait, actually, that's yeah, Benjamin. So Benjamin is going to be continuing. It's not going to be. There's not going to be any more updates for this year because he's got to figure out Minecraft coding. He knows how to code though. That's what he said. So I'm super grateful and super happy that Benjamin is giving up time and putting effort into this. The whole DBC community appreciates it, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. This is an amazing mod, and to have it continued, just his music to everyone's ears. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.